Welcome to Sorta Paying Attention. I'm Mike.
And I'm Kyle, and we are your new comedic source of gaming news and reviews.
And all other sorts of entertainment that we sorta pay attention to.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to be taking a look at Outriders, a new multi-platform game coming to Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Outriders is another collaboration between Square Enix, who have brought you games like Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, and Secret of Mana, and People Can Fly Games, who are most recently known for games like Bulletstorm and Gears of War Judgment. And boy oh boy, are their collaborative spirits back in true form. So let's hop right into it with some gameplay brought to you, as always, by our tech guy and unofficial game tester, Kyle. So kicking right off, Outriders is stylistically exactly like Gears of War, or more specifically, if Gears of War and Destiny 2 had a baby.
And this baby is looking like a cliche Gerber baby with ADHD and a BB gun. Alright, stupid joke. Moving on.
Got pegged. Oh, that was really funny. Anyway, Gears of War was a third-person shooter, just like this new game, Outriders. This game is going to heavily rely on the same mechanics that Gears of War heavily relied on. A quick dodge, roll, duck behind something, take some cover, peek out every once in a while, shoot somebody in the head, maybe put your gun over the ledge, randomly spray some people. So we're looking at just another classful shooter. This shooter is a little bit different though, in that you have 4 different classes to choose from, and with those classes come a slew of different abilities as well as a class tree and all different sorts of upgrades. I personally, as well as Kyle, performed, and what you're going to be watching is gameplay from the Trickster class. And the Trickster class is basically a rogue that teleports in and out, uses slowing down time, and other different techniques that you're going to see later in this video and we're going to talk about.
Before we get into the gameplay, Michael, let's talk about the story. The story is basically every generic sci-fi movie game out there anymore. Humans destroy the Earth and they're looking for a new home.
Yep, and basically, all hell breaks loose. Once they get to Enoch, everything goes to shit, and unbeknownst to them, the planet comes with some crazy severe weather patterns and weird electrical anomalies. First, when they get there, they're responding to a beacon to gather information and data on the planet. When they arrive at this probe, however, bad things happen. First off, one of the army guys that are with them becomes infected with this floating black swamp goo, which seems to have a crazy black death effect on the troops. Then, once they get to the actual probe itself, they are hit with an electrical storm called the Anomaly. And what the Anomaly does is takes out every single piece of technology that they actually used to get to the planet. So, effectively, they are now stuck on Enoch, and you are put into a cryo sleep, and you wake up 30 years later to basically a new hellscape, a hellscape within a hellscape, a Mad Max of worlds within the crazy Mad Max world that you have already arrived in. So now let's get into some of the inventory. You have 2 primary weapon slots. They're dedicated to guns such as the assault rifle, shotgun, and the sniper rifle, from what we've seen so far. You have a 3rd slot that is dedicated to your secondary pistol. From what I've seen, it looks like the ammo is infinite on your pistol. Either way, throughout the levels that you play, this game is very Destiny 2-like in its world. You have a base of operations that you can go to, and then you can explore other areas. It is also very Destiny 2-like in its inventory, where you pick up new items as you kill bosses, and you upgrade those items as you see fit. Now, what's different here is actually quite interesting, and that is the world tier level. Now, if you look at the top of the screen, there is a world tier level, and this world tier level basically controls how much loot you get and the quality of it and how hard that the enemies are. This feature is pretty cool. You could actually relegate yourself to whatever world tier you feel comfortable playing at, or you can set an option that automatically upgrades the world tier as you upgrade. That's the option that both me and Kyle have taken and then we played as under in the demo. And this option, in both of our opinions, is actually a really cool thing. So overall, the gameplay is pretty fun. It's pretty reminiscent of Gears of War with some special abilities and some different ways to the madness. And it basically looks generally easy to play, fun to play, enjoyable to play. The gameplay looks quite simple, not too blocky, kind of smooth, but definitely along the lines of a more third-person Gears of War type roll dodge shooter. So now that we've gone over the basic style, the gameplay, and some of the features of the game itself, let's get into the general opinions of how we feel about the game and our first impressions.
Well, here's my opinion. This game is better than I expected, honestly. Went in there with a bad attitude. I got in there, hopped in, seen the gameplay. The gameplay was really fun to play. But it's like I have seen this gameplay before. I have seen like all these mechanics before. But this gameplay is really fun to play, especially if you play with your friends. Trickster is definitely hands down my favorite class because, well, it's the only class I played. But it's really fun.
So I like the game. I think it was fun to play. Not really completely done with the demo. I do plan on going back and picking some of the other classes. For now, it's fun. It's cool to play. The concept of the abilities is cool. It's great to grab a shotgun, teleport behind somebody, and blast them in the back of the head. It's pretty cool. The concept of the bullet slowing down through the time bubble is really cool, especially since when you're in the time bubble, you can see the bullets slowing down. I think we have a clip for us right here. And yeah, I mean, I really like it. I'm excited about it. I mean, I'm not excited to pay $60 for it, but I think Kyle's going to talk more about that point, so I'm going to let him get to it.
And here's Kyle's verdict.
No.
My verdict is basically this game is not bad. I don't think it's worth the $60 when it comes out because you can get the same thrills from free-to-play games like Apex and Division 2 and Destiny. But yeah, check out the demo and see if you like it yourself.
Alright, so since this is kind of our first official review, we'd like to start off by telling our viewers thank you for listening. We really appreciate it. And we like to judge our games on a scale of 1 to 10. So without further ado, I'm going to be rating this game a 7.5 out of 10. And Kyle?
I'll give it a 6.
Alright, well, that's our score. And I hope you guys appreciated the video. If you liked it, please leave a comment, like and subscribe. Click that notification bell for any future content. And as always, I'm Mike.
I'm Kyle.
And we're just kind of sort of paying attention.
Yeah.